as we say that, it looks like we're about to get started with winners finals, starting off with Splat Zone's Mako Mart.
Let's see what we've got. The Brush coming back, the new Tri-Slosher coming out, the Fro Pro, the Rapid Deco making an appearance.
Yeah, we got a lot of fun weapons here today. The Rapid, the Decap, the Tri-Slosh, and again, the Not Forge.
The Rapid Deco has been rising up in popularity. People are really seeing the potential of these things, and especially with controlling these stacks, as you're kind of already seeing right now. But 3 Munchkins is going to be able to get the first flip on the zone as 3 go down already.
Damn, they are not letting up already off the bat, just taking advantage and taking names. They are not letting them into mid. They are stuck in their base. The Zuka is out and the missiles are out as a response.
Oh, the missiles in zone might hurt a little bit, but it doesn't look like it was enough to flip the zone just yet. Oreo keeping a close watch, painting the zone, making sure it stays painted. But Wilted Rose is successful in retaking their stack with that bubble from Storm there, quickly moving to the other side of the map. They know it's important to have both of those stacks in their favor in order to flip that zone, and we're going to see the timer start counting down as 3 Munchkins does go 3 down to their first push.
Very interesting that Storm was originally going after the pencil, but ended up taking 2 other people out instead and forcing the pencil to jump out. Interesting way to get that advantage.
Oh, Zero hanging out on the side with that Fro Pro there, able to get into their base. Going to be a little bit of a menace, taking out 2 from right under their noses.
How the turntables.
How the turntables.
Now Wilted Rose is going to be the one in the lead.
In the lead, we see that lead steal right there. The Carbon has Zuka on deck, though. Zero narrowly dodging that. Yeah. Hopefully able to get some shots off that Fro Pro to get rid of that pesky pencil over there.
Just when you think it's going to be another standstill, Wilted Rose takes it right back as if nothing happened, and then Munchkins takes that to a standstill like it nothing happened.
Oh,
and with a wipeout, they have the zone all to themselves.
Absolutely beautiful. We see Pixel trying to get in that prime Carbon roller position, but backing out before they're really able to do anything. Right now, the most important thing is just holding the space that they have and getting those specials so that they can be in the place that they really want to be, which is in Wilted Rose's base.
Oh, wow. Yeah, with all of the, it seems that all the specials are coming out because they really need to make a big push if they want to get back into there. And with that, ooh, they have their own specials to counter with.
3 down. That Zuka going right through the bubble is so poetic. 3 Munchkins keeping the lead here, possibly able to take the lead here.
They take it right back as if nothing happened at any point during the previous
Zero
portions of the
sneaking
game.
up on the side, playing Fro Pro like it's a sploosh with 3 down, the staggered wipe, letting them flip the zone back, but they have quite the penalty to eat through before they can still lead back.
They were able to take it back, but not before that Munchkins were able to get it down to single digits. Penalty, like, you know, ignoring all that, but like, it is going to take a while. They already made it to sub 30 in that penalty. Is it going to last now that it's paused?
Oh, and the Whale is going to be proving really difficult to fight through the screen as well. Going to make the Rapid and the Pro. It's going to be hard, but they are able to flip the zone. Picks going down on both sides as the game kind of comes to a standstill as 3 Munchkins waits for jumps to come in. All players are starting to stagger a little bit, coming out on opposite sides of the map as Wilted Rose is just taking their picks and running with them as the penalty counter is now gone. Pixel getting a really valuable pick, but going down, but they're able to flip the zone just in time to reset that penalty back to where it was. You get back on your little hole, Wilted Rose.
Yeah. Oh man. Again, it's the that was a clean trade from the Ink Brush right there, and with that, Wilted Rose will take back the zone again. They just have to climb their way back up again. You know, nothing they haven't done before already.
Yeah, of course. Still plenty of time, a minute left, but that is absolutely nothing to these teams moving at the speed of light, especially with that cooler on deck, able to flip the zone again. Oreo sneaking around to the opponent's stack, able to get an advantageous position here, but gonna have to fight against Storm and everybody else in that bubble, grabbing their coolers in their little safe spot.
With that, the Whale comes out, and after Wilted Rose just takes back the zone, it is not without cost. Birch taking the type of soda, I guess, not the soda I'm used to. Applying pressure with that very magnificently, very nice advantage taken. And they keep that zone for themselves. They might actually be able to
zone for another cycle. Oh, but it goes back once again in the favor of 3 Munchkins with 20 seconds left on the clock. I'm wondering how many zone flips we're going to see before the game is over.
looks
15 seconds left.
With this, oh my god, I'm losing track of everything. Like everything's happening at once. Okay, Wilted Rose has zones.
And we are about to launch into overtime. If they're able to just tick down that penalty and keep the zone, the missiles coming out, keeping the paint for them. But we see those Zuka as well.
Really hard if they want to prevent this.
Not able to get any picks. One going down on each side. Can Pixel paint the zone for themselves? No! They go down. The brush is taking out. Able to get some paint on the board.
No!
With the help of the pencil, can they get it before the penalty runs out?
It's me trying to restart my computer.
Three Munchkins coming back onto the board, able to get the picks.
That
They need
bubble
two
was
players
so
down,
well
and the zone
placed.
again in overtime. Three Munchkins tried so hard to get the zone back,
And
but
they take
they're able to take
it!
in the
Wow!
seconds
What
of
a
overtime.
comeback! Oh,
How long did that overtime last?
I
Like
don't even
20
know.
seconds?
I wasn't even counting. It's just like that was so impressive from both of them. Like I feel like watching like the splatter cutter screen come out like after the bubbler came out, it felt like, oh my god, this is just like unstoppable force versus immovable object, and I think these teams like perfectly exemplify that.
Yeah, I feel like Splatter Color Screen is a little bit of an unsung hero, I feel like, because a lot of people don't enjoy playing against it because of sensory issues, which is completely fine.
Right.
But I feel like in sets where all players are all right with Splatter Color Screen, it can really do some crazy things. A lot of people don't know what the counterplay to it is. And man, that was so intense. I don't think I've ever seen like that many like zone flips that quickly in a while. That was such an intense overtime with Three Munchkins desperately trying to hold on to their zone, but they just, I think towards the end they started panicking a little bit. Everybody started to stagger, but that was such a close game.
Yeah.
I do not think it is beyond their capabilities to take the next set.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see how these goes because like again, I love these close matches. They're so much fun. They're so much fun to watch. They're so much fun to talk about. But also just like the constant like back and forth between them, it's like it really does feel like that like you can never like count one out from like being countered by the other. There's always counterplay that they have like access to.
Yeah, it's such an interesting dichotomy because Wilted Rose is an extremely experienced set of players that know when to charge forward on advantage, but Three Munchkins was always getting the one up on them just by being able to sneak around them with their sneaky comp. And it was just such an interesting contrasting dynamic of these two teams, and I'm excited to see how that continues to play out on our second map, another zones map, interestingly, this time on Umami Ruins.
Yeah, we have our first counter pick of the day. This being Umami Ruins Zones is definitely a fascinating choice. Maybe they just have advantage over that. Maybe they assume that the other team has disadvantage. Who can say?
I think maybe Three Munchkins, they saw that zones game was pretty close. If not for that scuffle in overtime, they would have taken the game. So they're like, all right, we're going to lock in this time, and we're going to show them that zones is our mode.
Yeah. Honestly, it could just be the map. It being like a little more easier for like Paintbrush, for example. Like,
Yeah,
like,
100%.
narrow between like where the zones are and just quickly get to one when the other one's in danger.
Yeah, Brush and the Roller have a field day on this map because it can be hard to see them coming sometimes throughout that, trying to look beyond that huge platform in mid. I get caught behind the corners of that little platform all the time.
Yeah, I know. Like, I feel like any time I try to flank, like, on the rail or whatever, I always get caught. Like, there's no way to, like, get around quickly. Yeah.
But if we see Wilted Rose stay with their current comp with the decav, that'll also prove to be a huge menace when it comes to taking control of that top mid.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Gluga's coming out! Oh, I both love and hate to see Glugas because I'm a Nautilus player and Glugas almost directly counters me. But a good Glugas player is an absolute menace, and I really hope that Oreo's willing to put on a show for us for this set.
I'm always excited to see like niche weapons have their chance to shine, as we mentioned before. Like, and Glugas definitely fits that bill personally. Like, dualies are a good class, but like Gluga's a little niche.
For
but I
sure.
respect it.
But in the right hands, it can do so much damage, and we already see Three Munchkins getting the first advantage here. Pixel sneaking
Carbon
behind, getting a pick on that.
slaying that.
Pencil 2 down. Are they going to be able to get the third as they contest this 1v1? No, they're jumping out. Smart move.
that was a
Just
really
trying
good
their best
jump,
to keep the advantage that they have. Already ticking down 64 points. Not a bad place to start off. But
Really
these strikes
solid
coming out
placements from
are
those
going to
strikes.
flip the zone in Wilted Rose's favor.
Yeah, as we can see, there's a bit of a contention in that phase, but it was taken care of, kind of, almost, not yet.
Three Munchkins recognizing the danger, jumping out to regroup themselves a little. They are going to want to have their specials on deck if they want to regain control of the zones right
Soda
here.
is definitely going to help with that, but as Wilted Rose takes lead, they're going to have to push really hard if they want to take that lead right back.
For sure, the Zuka and the Cooler coming in from Three Munchkins, causing a little bit of chaos. We see the Gluga starting to come out. Are they going to be able to get the second pick on Birch? No, Birch runs a
But
little
they did
too
apply
far
enough pressure to make
away.
them
That
back
is a
out
lot
so
of
that
good
they can
pressure,
take
though.
the zone back, that's for sure. With
Booyah
the
being
Booyah
popped
bomb out.
in a really good place right there, able to keep some advantage. Oh, getting killed right before the wall could come out. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah. As we can see, Wilted Rose once again takes back the zone and gets a wipeout!
Wipeout!
Where did that come from? Oh, wow!
Absolute menaces. We cannot underestimate Wilted Rose at all. Three Munchkins continuing to put up a fight in their base. We see the Brush going for a bit of a sneaky play, but it looks like the Pencil has spotted them. No flanks for you.
Yeah, I don't want to count out Munchkins yet because they have been proven themselves to be really competent. So there is a chance for them to come back from this, but it will not be easy.
Not in the slightest. We are seeing some signs of life, but Storm getting a really valuable 2 picks on the board.
Wow.
Finally getting taken down by that Pencil, but 20 ticks on the clock. Is Three Munchkins going to have enough time to respawn and sneak back in order to paint the zone in their favor?
Wow, they
the
might.
Brush having to sneak around, getting the zone from under their noses. Able to get the pick on Storm with 3 down, just the Pencil left, backing up. They were able to flip the zone.
Yeah, resetting that timer, giving them a chance. Not an easy one, but a chance to make it back. And if they do, that'll be like, I am going to pass out from piping up. So, like, I need to drink some water.
100%. The Zuka and the Booyah getting some really valuable picks there, but to keep this push, they're going to have to stagger their specials a bit. The Whale is going to be coming out in a second here, taking a really good position on the zone here, but having to give that up because of the strategically placed missiles. Getting
wow!
Wipeout
Another
from
wipeout,
Three
this time
Munchkins.
from the other team.
You cannot count them out. They might just be able
Wow,
to
they might
keep that
actually be
lead.
able to come. Oh my God, I am not ready for this.
Oh,
Don't
Oreo
do this
going
to me.
down
Don't
on
do this to me.
Dome.
Don't do this to me. And with the strikes, they
strikes
might be able.
coming out.
No way! No way! Oh my
They take the
God!
lead!
Oh, but are they gonna lose
they're gonna
those?
be able
Are they gonna lose it?
Yeah,
Oh,
they have to give that
I
up.
can't.
But it's not the end. It's
Oh.
far from the end. They still have those penalty points to tick through if they want to get that lead back from Three Munchkins.
Oh wow, it is way closer now than it ever has been this whole game. Jeez! Wow!
Oh
okay,
my goodness.
That was a
Zero
really
getting
nice
that
maneuvering
pick
away
through
from
the
those,
whale
from
was
that killer
super
whale.
clean.
Oh man, with all of this, no one's been able to. Oh wait, as I say, yeah, thank you, commentator.
Commentators first indeed.
But now, like they have, even though they,
Oh, the special, the Zuka with
I don't
the
have time to
Booyah
say anything.
is
There's just
absolutely
so much is happening
crazy.
just so quickly. The
The
crowd
whale
is going
coming out
crazy over this.
right after those two specials combined. Their defense is top notch right now.
Oh,
Oreo
wow.
getting the pick, but are they going to be able to fight through that bubble?
Yeah.
Wilted Rose's defense
Good bubble
is right
placement.
now.
Unfortunately, it did not last long. As they waited out, they were trying to take that timer back down so that they could potentially get a knockout so they don't have to worry about the hypest comeback ever. Oh my God. Don't do this to me.
Able to
I
keep the
can't
zone in
take
check.
it.
The Carbon going for the flank with one, not able to get the
wow.
second. Providing jumps on
The
the dome
strikes
as
there,
the
his last
strike
Hail Mary.
comes out,
Oh,
potentially
it
letting
might
them
just
flip the
do
zone.
it.
But goes down to the Brush right there. The trade
And the Booyah
able to
bomb.
keep one zone,
smart,
one
guys.
zone apiece right now. Oreo being super careful.
10 seconds left
hiding
on
a little
the
bit,
clock.
doing a bit of flanking, able to get the trade.
This is their last chance to hold.
Three Munchkins has to regroup right now if they don't want to lose in overtime again.
Oh, that was a great placement for Bubble. Just blocking them off from the closest zone they have access to. Hopefully taking that timer down to get them into lead.
They absolutely have to
Oh,
stay
no.
alive here. Three Munchkins. The Zuka coming out, able to get a pick, but the penalty timer is ticking down. They have to race to that zone now.
There's no
Able to
way!
get one
There's
big-
no way!
They
Oh,
steal it back in overtime again.
Oh, I'm about to pass out. That was incredible! What a game!
We are seeing such insane back and forths from these teams.
Oh.
Two incredibly talented teams. But
You can even see it on their face, like they are amazed. They were having the time of their lives.
Yeah.
I love to see that.
Even if they lost, they still seem so hyped
Yeah.
up, and I'm really hoping to keep seeing that energy as we go into our next match. I don't want to say last match because genuinely anything can happen. Anything at all.
Yeah, I'm like, as I said before, never count them out. Like, even though Wilted Rose is in the advance, I got thrown off because they have a 3 in front of their name. But like, even though Wilted Rose does have like the lead at the moment, you don't want to count out Munchkin because they have proven to be like really good against them, and they just need the right chance, the right push to be able to secure that dub so they don't get 3-0'd.
Absolutely. The thing is that we've been seeing, like, Munchkins has been able to keep a good hold on the lead for most of the game. It's just in overtime, they start to panic and they start to kind of like spread out a little bit. They have to learn to kind of keep themselves in check. This might be their last opportunity to stay in winner's bracket.
And it seems that they've chosen Humpback Pump Track Rainmaker for their counter pick. That is an interesting. I always loved this map back in Splatoon 2. I know a lot of people kind of like roll their eyes like no when it came to Splatoon 3. I was like Humpback's strongest soldier. I was excited. I was like yes! Like I love that map. Like I know it's a bit tricky, but I also play heavy splat lane, so I'm also kind of biased.
This map.
Like especially with Rainmaker, it is really good on this map. At least I've had a lot of fun with it.
It's definitely different from the maps that we've seen thus far, but I will say this map is an AoE player's dream, and I know that Carbon is going to be having a ton of fun. This might be what they need to take their first game off of Wilted Rose in this set.
Absolutely. I think they've come to realize, yeah, we need like a lot more space. We tried the narrow like hallway, like separate hallways in like mid of Umami. We can't have that. We need open space and then also some crevices to hide away if we need to.
Absolutely. And we're going to be seeing in a minute in our third game of Winners Finals what's going to be coming out. The on-parries coming out for that splashdown. And we see the V-Slosher traded out for the Tri-Nouveau.
Got the Gal back out.
Ooh, Zero's Gal. I'm looking forward to seeing that again.
And with that, it looks like Munchkin were able to get popped not even 10
Oh,
seconds.
Zero already going for the flank on left side. Absolutely all over the face. 2 down on the side of 3 Munchkins already. Stopping them.
Absolutely.
A wipeout
no
right from the
mercy
beginning.
from Wilted Rose. They want this 3-0.
They want this 3-0 so bad. Already able to get that checkpoint thanks to Zero pushing up so
with
far and
not
getting
even
it over
30
for
seconds in. They already get check and they're already still
already
pushing.
so
There's
far
no
up.
way.
3 Munchkins just hold
This
up
was
in
the
their
counter
base
pick?
completely.
Oh, that
so
was
many
an
points on
amazing
the board.
push.
Down to 12. Not even a minute into
No
the game.
shot.
Down to 4.
No shot. I can't. What is this? This
Oh,
is
no.
the hype
Are they
series.
going to get the knockout?
Less
than a minute into
I
the
can't believe
game.
this. This is amazing. This is incredible. This is Splatoon. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Wilted Rose.
Moving on to grand finals. Not a single set dropped. Thus far, not even 1 minute into the game, able to get the knockout on Humpback Rainmaker.
I'm in awe. I'm in awe. That was an amazing clutch. That was incredible.
Man.
Oh,
But
wow.
as quick as that game was, I do not want to discredit 3 Munchkins for the
course.
show that they put on for those first 2
Yeah,
games.
they held their own like so well. They were incredible, but like, wow, it just wasn't enough.
Against these veterans to the Metro Inc. scene, I
Yeah.
think that 3 Munchkins did a phenomenal job holding their own and coming up with strategies to counter what was put in front of them. It was just a matter of needing to hold in overtime. But
yeah, absolutely.
right here with us, we have a member of Wilted Rose coming to talk to us for a little bit. What's your name?
My name is Storm.
Hello, Storm. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. I feel like the first 2 games were a little rough on my end, doing the carbon in the brush, but I think like in the last game, like when me and Zero playing super aggressive, it felt a lot better because I just pushed off of him. And then with the decaf 52, we just played super aggressive and we kind of just like instantly KO'd because we're able to hold that space. Plus I have bubble up when we push after, so we have free reign run pretty much.
I was in complete awe at just like how fast you were able to secure that victory. That knockout was incredible. Like, what would you say is what like ultimately led to you being able to push as hard and far as you did?
I feel like it's because me and Zero, we like to pinch. So I'll mainly use myself as to distract and have everyone on me as decaf's purpose is, and I'll have Zero flank and I'll pinch the flank, and then I'll have bubble up, and if Zero dies, I can hold infinite space because nothing can really walk in my bubble without dying on decaf. So it basically is like a setup that like is like, and if I die, I just come back with QR.
Got it.
So
That's very interesting. Yeah. There was like a lot of like back and forth, especially in that second game with Umami. Like, I compared it to like constantly like flicking a light switch or turning your computer off and on again with how much you were like capping the zone, like in Mako Mart specifically. And like was there like any point that like you felt that confident in that you could like overtake it, or was it always like it could go either way?
I feel like I was confident in my teammates' ability and myself to retake. It was a little tough considering their carbon is good on Mako, the try is good on Mako. But I knew in my head, like all we do is play it together, because if we only play together and we do our setup right, we will still win, even though it was very back and forth, those 2 zone games. But the Rainmaker game, I think we kind of just understood what we were doing. And like because I also knew that like if I have draw deal attention on me, I don't necessarily have to die. I can just stall and get bubble when Zero can go flank, and I'll pinch with him, and then it's basically just instant push. That's what we basically did. Zero pinched the flank. I just pushed from left through mid on the last push, and we collapsed them, and then they all died because we just collapsed on either side.
I love like game plans like that. It's very clear you have like everything really thought out, and I respect that. Yeah, usually when I just it's gonna sound embarrassing. Whenever I play, I just go with the flow. Like, well, I guess I'm doing this now.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Sometimes I feel I do the same way, but I do like. I've been playing this game for like probably competitively 6 years now. It's been a long time, so I've had my fair share of playing at top level for a long time, like high top level. So I understand kind of what to do roughly, like in like terms of setup, what I want in the game, and like how I want to win the game is like what win conditions I want, and like there's like I know like win conditions to win the game, and just because like there's like. For me, like going to the game, I think of like a game plan. It's just like a step of processes to win a game. Like you do these things correctly, and you will win the game pretty much 90% of the time, unless you have some mess ups that you sometimes doubt a bomb. Obviously, you account for those things, but overall, you want your like the setup, the plan to go normally correct, and then once it does, you just basically win.
Right. Yeah. I respect that ingenuity. Is there like any like advice you'd give on like how to be able to like improve to the point where you can like come to those realizations on like planning that stuff out like strategically?
I feel like the best way to improve is play solo. JP X rank is a really good one because everyone's super good there. As soon as you climb in power, it gives you like mechanically, that's probably the best thing you can do. Or if like you don't have plus access, that's a really good one because I know plus is like very hard to get into sometimes. It's very iffy, like but I feel like climbing that through JP solo is really good. It teaches you good fundamentals and mechanics. And it also teaches you like how to play the game correctly. Because like a lot of people there are very good, and so like you're gonna get punished for doing stupid stuff. and because I guess for more team play, I guess playing with a set group is also really good. You're developing your call outs, the fundamental team synergy, and learning how to play off each other's specials, using when the postos at the right time, learning how to move off of things correctly without just constantly feeding, and like learning how to play around your teammates is very important.
I guess that's my fault. I just really like doing stupid stuff.
My last question is that you guys are heading into grand finals because you haven't dropped a single set the entire tournament.
Congratulations, by the way. That's incredible.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
How are you feeling going into that?
I'm feeling pretty confident. The first set versus Boomfies, I felt a little nervous. It was my first game, but I think as we started playing, I was like, okay, I know what I'm supposed to do as my game plan, and I just play the game. it was a little rocky because like I just got on. I'm like takes me a hot minute to warm up. So but then I feel like in this set my mechanics were a lot more solid. But especially going to grands, we have that advantage. It's gonna be really nice, just like with that advantage, and I feel really confident in grands.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be rooting for you.
Thank you, I appreciate
And thank
that.
you for your time.
Yeah, of course. Thank you guys for having me.
Of
No
course.
problem, yeah.
Okay.
All right. And with that, that's winners finals.
Yep, in a little bit, we will be back here running up the losers bracket, starting with losers quarters to see who will be going against Wilted Rose in the grand finals. So stay tuned for that. We'll see you again soon at Gridlock 2025.